Hey everyone, I'm Lori Cooch. Don't mind my no makeup. We just got home for Labor Day weekend, but I wanted to show you this. As an advisor with Creative Memories, they have started coming out with advisor vote boxes, and they are available to advisors who are at level 4 or 5. So I was able to purchase this box, and it's a product that may or may not become part of the Creative Memories product line. So it's kind of cool. It'll be, if it doesn't become part of the product line, it's a very exclusive product that nobody else will have. If it does become part of the product line, it's because we voted on it and we said we wanted it. So I want your feedback on this. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you want me to vote that we want it back in the product line or want it in the product line. So any advisor who's at level 4 or 5 could have purchased this box. And I believe now that it's out and all 4 and 5s had a chance to purchase it. I think the lower levels can purchase it now. Not 100% on that, but you can only get it if you're an advisor. So if this is something that you want, then let me know and I can purchase it for you and bring it to a crop or ship it to you, either way. But let's check it out. Okay, so here's the box. It says do not open until or after the webinar. We can cast our vote. I've already seen the webinar, so I already know what is in here. We were gone over the weekend, so I didn't get it until today. But let's see what's in here and get your thoughts. So this is, like I said, this is advisor vote box number 3. So we have some 12-inch die cut and embossing set. So this is going to be for borders. And then we have a mini die cutting and embossing machine. Now, there's also a dual tip cutting tool. Let me get rid of that box. So I have a big full-size embossing machine and I love it. I use it, but it's heavy and this is pretty light. So let's open this stuff up, play with it. So we have this little tool for cleaning out the dies. Let's see what we have. We have some Happy Memories dies. So we have a happy, we have some hearts, we have a camera, shutter, memory, smile, some more shutters, and another shutter. I don't do a lot of unboxings, so bear with me. Okay, we have the plates, and we have this little machine. Super cute. I can get it out of here. So let's check it out. We have suctions that will suction to the table. It won't on this because there's a texture on here. But if I had something smooth, it would texture or would stick to that. Let's see. Grab my mat. Yeah. So it's not like super sticky, like you can't get it off, but it will hold it in place. We're going to open it up. It's got these cute little feet to stabilize it. It says Creative Memories right there. So cute. So I know a lot of you guys probably do have a larger die cutting and embossing machine. I had a Big Shot. I had a Cuttlebug, and I have the Close to My Heart one that they had, and now I have this one. And I'm loving this one because I've actually been looking at these. They're easier, they're smaller to take to crops, and they're not heavy. It's not heavy, you guys. Super light, like one finger, pick it up. Okay, so you take off this little protective cover on here. This is the cutting base. Got it on both sides. This whole bundle is $166.50 plus tax and shipping. Tax if you're in a state with tax. Then we have the embossing base plate. Couldn't wait to get home this weekend and play with this because I love getting new toys. These could sell out at any time. And like I said, they're only available to advisors. So this is the universal top plate. Okay, then what do we have over here? This is the 12-inch die set. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. So we have a 12-inch shutters. That's super cute. Then we have an embossing camera and shutters. Okay, so we have a camera one and a shutters one. Then we have the larger plates. Let me get this open. So, like I was trying to explain, we get to vote on this. So there is no guarantee this is going to become part of our regular product line. And the $166.50, I don't know. Is that going to be the price? Is it going to come in a bundle with all this stuff? No idea. And will it come? Like, we don't know. All this protective stuff on here. Depends on what we get voted on. So this is the vote box number 3. The first box I also got, it was some inks and like ink blending stuff and a all-purpose mat. And some of those inks did get brought into our product line. They're available right now, so go check out my website for those. There's a bundle available, or there was. It may have sold out. And box number 2, I didn't get that one. It was a bag, and I have a lot of bags. It was a Weekender bag, and I still have my original Creative Memories Weekender bag. So I just didn't think I needed another bag, but it's a wonderful bag. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Will I probably end up buying it? Probably. So these are our embossing folders. So cute. And then we have these little shutters. So let's... Okay, so we have an embossing base plate, a cutting plate, which I'm going to emboss first, and then the universal top plate. So I have paper, and it looks like this is like a 3-inch. I don't have, my Creative Memories cutter is not in here. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. I'm going to cut a 3-inch strip of this paper. Sorry guys, I'm not thinking clearly. I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm so used to my Creative Memories one now that using a different one is hard for me. Okay. So I'm going to just set this down. I'm going to do the cameras because that's just what's on the top. So embossing folders, if you're not familiar, you have one that's embossed and one that's debossed. So that means one that's raised up and one that is inside. That's going to give us the texture on our embossed item. So you just slip it through there so that your paper is in the thing. Now I need to find this is the top plate. And this says embossing base plate. You can't get any easier than this, you guys. So you stick it down there. Now the fold of your embossing folder needs to go in first, because if you put it in the other way, you can push it in and then it'll pop that spine, and you don't want to do that. So can you see this? I'm going to just set it in there and just start twisting it. I'm going to put my hand on top. I'm going to run it through. And then, move this out of the way, we're going to take off the plate and we're going to open the embossing folder. And look, can you see it? How cute. These would be cute borders on a page. And that's what this is for. This is a border system. It's to make smaller, or to make it's narrower. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't talk. So there's the embossing folder. There's that one. Let's try. I need some more paper. So this is the cutting base. This is the embossing base. Let me grab another piece of scratch paper. Or not scratch paper, but I need a longer piece than that. So this will work. We're going to get the 12-inch shutter out. Oh, and you guys, you remember like a couple weeks ago they had that promo where you spent so much money you got to pick an item for free. Like there was some bags. Those bags, if you got the second set of bags, the medium and the small bag, this will fit right in that small bag. So there's a little bit of adhesive on here. So I'm going to just take that off, so I don't want it sticking to my thing. But anyway, this will fit right into that bag, and the smaller, with these little smaller plates and stuff too. Okay, so following their instructions, cutting base plate, so that's going to be, and then you're going to put this down, and then our universal top plate goes right on top of that. Clear some stuff out of the way. And we're just going to run this through and see what happens. I'm stuck. You notice I'm not running it back through. There's no need to. Look at that. So cute. Super cute. I love these little shutters. So fun. And then you'll notice it did indent onto my thing. Totally normal, totally fine. Don't panic. That's a normal thing. I'm gonna just brush it off, and whew, it is hot in this office. Should have turned the ceiling fan on, but I didn't want to make it loud on the film. So I'm going to, see, I still have sticky on there, so it's still stuck to it. I'm just kind of moving things out of the way as we use them. Okay, let's try these ones out. We don't need the long plates for these. So that's our top plate, embossing plate. So you could do smaller embossing. If you were doing a smaller piece, this would still fit right on there and it would only emboss a little piece. We can do that too. Cutting base plate. So I'm gonna just stick that there. So this is one of the perks of being an advisor. You get to do this sample stuff, and you can do it. You reach different levels by how much you either purchase or sell. You don't have to sell. Your personal purchases count as well. So I'm going to do happy. I'm going to do shutter. I'm just going to load this up. Let's do some hearts. They're all stuck on here. We will do smile. Throw that on there. So I'm not gonna put them all on this piece, but that's okay. You'll get the idea of what they look like and how they work. So the universal top plate goes on top, and just making that sandwich. We're gonna run this through here. Oh, I love this little thing already. So those are our pieces. They still have the stickies, why they're stuck to that. And then we're gonna just pop out our cuts. So if you have, oh, I dropped one on the floor, but that's okay. If you have other die cuts, they would work in this machine as well. So we have happy, and then look, the A, this is what your little punch out tool's for. So we have happy, we have smile. We're gonna punch out those little pieces. We have the heart and this heart. Look how cute. Those could work on a scrapbook page or a card, even if you're a card maker. This would actually be the perfect size for a card. So cute. Do you want, you know what, let's do this. I'm gonna move those out of the way. I will use those later. I'm gonna show you how to do a little piece through and do a smaller emboss. I'm gonna just hand cut this. So it's gonna look funny because it's not gonna be the right width, but so again, you just put it in there. You're gonna get this a smaller embossing area. We've got the embossing base plate, and our universal top plate has got these still stuck to it. Okay, so now I'm going to put the top plate on here. We're just gonna run it through. You gotta get it right. I didn't have it leveled up. Shoots right out. It loosens as you use them, by the way. And then voila. So you can do a long one. Let me grab that again. You can do long 12-inch ones or smaller ones. So that's a smaller one. So yeah, I'm thinking yes on this item. What do you think? Comment below, because I got to vote soon, and let me know your thoughts. Would you like to have this part of the Creative Memories product line? And if you don't want to chance it, let me know. I can order you one. So you may end up, like I said, with an item that has Creative Memory logo all over it, but never hit the product line, so you could have something exclusive. Or you could become an advisor. It's just $49 to sign up, and you get $50 right away to use towards a product of your choice. And you also get an exclusive advisor only album and sample packs of different pages that go in there. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I can help you if you want to be an advisor. I can answer any questions you have on that. There's no minimums ever. I know that's a huge thing people worry about. No minimums. You can be your own best customer. You're going to buy the stuff anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts. All right, bye-bye.